Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Where Did the Rest of Me Go? My name is Dino the Genetic Marvel. You can subscribe to my channel, like this video, and share it with anyone you think may be benefiting from it. This is a 30-day series in which I'm trying to explain the steps and things that I learned in the process of losing 160 pounds. I used to be over 450 pounds, and now I've weighed in at 290 this week. So it's very exciting. Bam! Right out of the gate, John, you're awesome. My artwork is going to be on a friend's books. Get lost. That's so cool. I do actually need to talk to somebody about artwork. I think a lot. Anyways, we're going to talk, John, and it's going to be awesome. Trust me. I have sausage fingers that don't work for stuff. So, like, they work for some stuff, but not all the stuff. So, but now they're very small. It's weird. Anyways, so on that note, hey, what's happening, Serge? Thanks, honey. I haven't done anything. She's like, great work. I'm proud of you. Like, okay, thanks. So tonight, what are we going to talk about? We're going to talk about something that I absolutely detest with every fiber I'm being since I was very small. Change. Change is inevitable, and it sucks, and it is horrible, and it's something I've had to try and wrap my mind around for very, 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 very long. And when I was really young, when I was grade 6, 7, and 8, just before high school, um, I didn't like talking to anyone. I was an introvert, and I was just uh, it's really messed up. Oh, embrace the change. Yeah, it's well, that's this is the whole thing. Whereas I hate talking with people. I my like minding my own business. Like the pandemic was beautiful for me. It was a perfect opportunity to not talk to anyone. Um, but even back then, I realized that how I was and where my comfort was didn't align with where I wanted to be in life and what I wanted to achieve. Granted, none of those things happened, but not the point. Some of them happened. I just chose different things. What's happening? How you doing, Michael Bryan? So through that, I changed. And grade 9, which was the first day of high school, um, I was a different person, and I've played that role for the rest of my life. Outspoken, um, as quick-witted as I can. I am fast in the wit, not in the movement, which is changing slowly, but still on that point. I realized that change was coming whether I like it or not. It's that simple. And being able to mm, approach it on my own terms gave me the ability to do more or even to be more adaptive with how it worked. So I through this process, I learned that I did love myself. Maybe a little too much. That's fine. But I was also acting selfishly in how I treated myself. It's just an admission of fact, just how I was. And at this stage, I can definitely say that I can't wait to be 500 pounds again. No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that if I wanted to be somewhere different, then I had to do something different. And as I've said, I absolutely hate the idea of change, and I'm sure anyone who's in my age group, so anyone around 1,000 years old, something like that, no. But like once you're no longer an adolescent, the way a young person, right? For me, I've always perceived it. I chose Cheetos instead of salt and vinegar chips once. That was a huge mistake. So was sour cream and onion. Listen, you shut up about sour cream and onion, or I'm gonna ship you ketchup chips and you have to eat them all on camera. I'm in Canada. We love it. No. But the whole idea was that if I wanted something different, I got to do that. Now, I've always perceived young people, even until you're 29, people go, they're in their 20s, right? Once you crack 30, be an adult or hit the road. That I've it's kind of a general truth. I know we have the idea or the notion that people are an adult at 18 or 21 or whatever it is. That's a lie. You are still dumb and foolish, and that's completely okay. That is the time of your life that existing is totally reasonable. But it's hilarious to see now that so many people will make the assumption that things won't change. I know that I always wanted that when I was young. I just knew it wasn't on the cards. It wasn't in the cards. Um, that being said, thank you, honey. It's that being said, it was one of those things where if you anticipate the change, if you know the change is coming, then you have to adapt to it, right? Because that's what being able to think on your own 2 feet dictates, right? It's not an easy thing, and it's not a fun thing. It's just being ahead of the curve. Because if you're ahead of the curve, then you can learn from it, adapt to it, and that way the next curve that comes, because there's never-ending curves. It is just nonstop curves. You can be there, and so I have experience with this, right? What are you saying, Michael? I'm super proud of you, man. This is such an inspiring saga to watch unfold for self improvement. See, like this is what I'm talking about, right? Is that I'm just trying to give hints because, like, I'm well, a little crazy. Let's be clear on that. I'm definitely a little bit nuts, and with that, I'm like not the re type of nuts. I'm more of the I need to think about it 15 times before I'm actually capable of doing anything kind of nuts. Life do be thick and curvy sometimes. I couldn't have said it better myself. A little, it's a lot. It's a lot. But that's the whole idea here, right? Is that talking about this stuff is not new knowledge. It's not things we don't already know, but it's when we hear it from a different perspective, when we know we're not alone, changes things. Let's be honest. We know when someone goes, "Trust me, I know what I'm doing." Don't trust that person. Just immediately don't trust that person. Someone says, "I know how to do this," or "I know what I'm doing." No, they don't. That's false. They've assumed that's an immediate no. Okay. And and the new one, which I love, is the political. I'm holding myself accountable. That's not how that works. It's ridiculous. But that's how we try and reason things out. So, like as someone who's knowledgeable, and I can't shut my mouth, right? I love talking and I love telling people things and trying to be like, oh yeah, all this stuff. And now I've kind of learned that anticipating change and knowing what's coming and seeing things like that also requires a lot of shut your damn mouth. Why? I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out because it doesn't make any sense. If anything, you should talk about it. Talk about the change so we can all learn about the change. There's a certain kind of respect that you have for someone who is genuine. You are honest. Well, I am a very good liar. That's why I believe me because this. I've formulated this existence over decades, and it works. But that's basically is the fact was that this thing that I'm going through, I feel like so many people are going through, and especially now where um, the idea of body positivity is a, a, a a thorn in the universe's side, if anything, because can you imagine you're actively killing yourself day to day and people going, "You're awesome." No, you're not. And that's uh, rude, hurtful, and it can break you because it will skew that perception of yourself. Whereas knowing that change is ever looming, it's the beginning of being a novice in a situation. And we don't really, it's very true. Me and Victoria fight about that all the time, on both parts. Both of us don't listen, which is super great. I almost died from alcohol this year. No one should trust me on life advice. I work for Disney now. If you cut me 2 years back, I'd be trying to get killed. Hey, man, we've all been there. And Goofy has good shit. That's fair. So that all being said, that's definitely what I definitely want to promote in this episode, episode 15 of 30. It's very exciting. Is that the idea that change is inevitable and we have the choice of being ahead of it or victims of it is in our hands. But knowing that change is inevitable creates a constant opportunity for us to have a novice or even youthful outlook on things, which is a different type of perspective than what keeps on trying to intrude into our minds. The idea of we're set in our ways and this is how we like things and that's how it should be is the first sign of mental decay that we will all suffer from. And the more room we give it, the more decay we will suffer from. And I know that's a little bit dark, but it is very, very true. Think about it. For me, now I'm up to the last few weeks, I've been doing between 80 and 111 hours of fasting. This past week, I did 90 hours. And you know what? I felt great. I felt great. And it was a wonderful experience. And I'm going to keep on doing it. If you said that I was going to do that a couple of years ago, I would have been like, you're on drugs. You're definitely on drugs. And I don't think you know what you're talking about. Now, that being said, how does one get out of the darkness? Uh, hmm, learn a new skill. That is definitely one of the biggest tools that I have been trying to develop, and it sucks. It's absolutely horrible. Anyone who says I love change, that's a liar. 100% liar, and probably doesn't know what real change is. Uh, that's one of the keys. Has been learning new habits, new principles, new perspectives on things, and also just new small skills, even just in how you do things, will make a huge difference. And it's a big part of what I'm doing because if I didn't want change, then I just keep doing what I'm doing. If I want change, you have to figure that out, right? Agree. New skills push you into new situations. Exactly. We stay in the darkness trying to be comfortable all the time. And you know what the darkness is? It's full of thorns and poop. That's what it is. And understand throughout history, um, as a form of warfare, people would cover thorny bushes in poop because it's toxic and it'll kill you. Okay. So understand that the darkness is specifically thorns covered in poop and you're blindfolded. Okay. To be very clear. I recovery groups for veterans like myself. I had to do very serious monologue tonight for a script that requires me to transfer my thoughts back to when I fought in the war. I cried all night last night, returning to the darkness and utilizing that emotion. But you express positivity, insecurity, and diversity, and you're helping people that you don't even realize you are reaching. Trying, I am. I know it's funny, but it's accurate. It is accurate. And Michael Bryan, you're absolutely right. Is that hearing it from somebody else? Um, I don't know why it works, but it does. um, and from someone who consumes a massive amount of content because I'm nuts, it's one of these things that you try and hear the different verbiage from people because there's so many people who are horrible at speaking, just straight up, absolutely horrible. Stay positive, you got this, man. And that's, you know what? The only way that I've ever been able to stay positive has been keeping that novice mentality. As much as I know, as knowledgeable as I am, and I'll tell you right now, I am so overconfident in myself, it's ridiculous. Okay. There's nothing that I can't do in my mind. That being said, I am using different verbiage to say to myself, "Mm, I have an idea of what's going to happen. I have experience. I see how things work. But instead of going, "Wow, this is going to happen," nobody wants to hear that. I can know that. I can protect myself. I can protect my family. But the choice is going, well, let's see what happens. Maybe this time is different. I don't edit anything. I tell people I hate them on a daily basis. Uh, and not hate, just that I dislike their company and I think that they're a poor character. That's it. I don't. I have told people, oh, I don't think you have good character, and I don't enjoy company with you. Right? I think hearing you on YouTube makes it really easy to listen to you. Well, I appreciate that, honey. But that is something we are also working on. So the idea behind everything, I know we've gone a little bit long, everybody, but the idea that I really want to convey today is that with change being inevitable and embracing the idea that the future is unknown, we regain our power and ability to approach things with a zest for life that is rejuvenative both physically, mentally, and also contributes to our ability to um, be a source of positivity and light in a world that is covered in well, thorns and poop. I've been Dino the Genetic Marvel. This is episode 15 of 30. Please like, share, and subscribe if you feel someone would benefit. I look forward to seeing you guys soon. Please subscribe to all my channels as I'm Dino the Genetic Marvel on everything, and you will find that I am quite a hoot in many scenarios, and I enjoy a good laugh as best as possible. Had anyone that haven't seen you in a while notice, is going to be just thorns and poop. It's something a good thing. Serge, I'll tell you right now. My family just saw me recently, and they because we don't really associate together, and they were, I believe the term is flabbergasted. Tomorrow is my brother's funeral, and there is quite a few people who have not seen me in quite some time who will also be flabbergasted, and I look forward to that. Just because it makes me feel like a very pretty lady. That's it. Towards a boo. And if you ever want to come down to LA to be in a movie, I can hook that up. I play a gay drag queen club goer next week at one of the most famous clubs in Los Angeles. I got you. I feel like that may be a thing. I might take the bus and just show up in LA soon, Michael Bryan, and you'll hate it because I'm a horrible person to be around. So have a great day, everyone. I will see you soon. I'm gonna do my best to do tomorrow. I don't know how it's gonna go, but we'll see. Have a great night, everybody. We'll see you soon.